WildBrain!
When we are all together, adventures we will share. We'll dance and sing our songs with you. When life seems one great battle, and if we get in deep trouble, she's the one who always gets us through. Hats off to Madeline, you really made our day. 3 cheers for Madeline, hip hip hooray! Au revoir! Hats off to Madeline, you've really made our day. 3 cheers for Madeline, hip hip hooray!
In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. The smallest one was Madeline. And never very far away was Genevieve, the one-time stray, who'd rescued Madeline one day. In the back of the house, a garden grew, with flowers purple, pink, and blue. There were rows of cabbage, rows of peas, and giant, shady chestnut trees. With Miss Clavel, they planted seeds and watered, hoed, and pulled the weeds.
Thanks to you, mes petites, we have the loveliest garden in all of Paris. And we have qualified for the Belle Paris Garden Tour.
As one spring day turned into night, Miss Clavel said,
Something is not right.
the lovely garden was a mess, and Miss Clavel was in distress.
Our garden! Our lovely garden!
The yard, once clean and neat and green, alive with daffodil and bean, was the biggest mess you've ever seen.
Our beautiful vegetables! Our beautiful flowers! And our beautiful vines! Who could have done such a thing?
And so, at the old house, not so covered with vines, they viewed the disaster in 2 straight lines. Along with Pepito, the boy from next door, they all pondered the sight that made their eyes sore.
Mes enfants, do any of you know who has ruined our magnificent garden?
No, Miss Clavel. But I am sure the perpetrator left some clues. And being the experienced detectives that we are, we will catch the culprit. Mira, Madeline, there are holes everywhere. And here is a trail of footprints.
Madeline thought it would not hurt to follow that long trail of dirt.
Come, Pepito, viens. It leads inside the house.
The trail led down the basement stairs. A set of prints, often in pairs, continued in between 2 chairs.
Regarde, Pepito, the footprints end here. Mira, Madeline. Boots and roots. And hats and bats. Who could have brought all these things here?
Then, sleeping soundly like a log, they saw Genevieve, the beloved dog. Madeline found it hard to believe that the culprit could be Genevieve.
Look at this, our missing croquet set. And Miss Clavel's old leather gloves. And Richelin's guide to vacant lots in Paris. Genevieve, did you bury all these things and then dig them up? Mais pourquoi? But why? To protect these treasures from other dogs? Oh, Genevieve.
So, as the sunny day unfolded, Genevieve was leashed and scolded.
Genevieve, what you have done is not right. You will stay here in the back and no digging. Comprends-tu?
But just as soon as the clock struck 10, Genevieve began to dig again.
Huh? Oh, dear. Genevieve! I told you no more digging.
Miss Clavel stopped. She made not a sound as she looked at the object that lay in the ground. Could this really be something that Genevieve found?
Genevieve, what is this? Where did you get it?
Everyone pondered the remarkable sight. It was smooth, it was heavy, and a creamy off-white.
What could it be?
We will have to call a special scientist to find out what it is.
So Miss Clavel dialed Danton 36 to call a paleontologist.
Bonjour!
Bonjour, monsieur.
This is Dr. Le Fossil, mes petites. He is a paleontologist.
What is a paleontologist, Miss Clavel?
Paleontologists study the times before people lived by digging up old things.
And you say you have made a significant discovery behind this house?
It was not I, it was Genevieve.
Oh, Genevieve is a very talented young lady.
She is not exactly a lady.
This is Genevieve.
But this is a beast, not a paleontologist.
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur, but this beast is the best paleontologist in all of Paris.
Monsieur Le Fossil, can you determine what this is? Oh!
Oui, mademoiselle. It is a stegosaurus thigh bone.
A stegosaurus thigh bone? Oh, dear.
The giant thigh bone was a classic from ancient times known as Jurassic.
Genevieve has dug up a stegosaurus thigh bone. Incroyable.
What is a stegosaurus?
A large dinosaur with lots of scales and plates.
Oh! A large dinosaur? With lots of scales and plates?
So many million years ago, much more than you can count. There were gigantic lizards here, a very large amount. Some stomped around on 2 big feet, some galloped on all fours. The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
Some gobbled up each other, some chewed on only plants. Some of them were 50 times the size of elephants. They couldn't say their ABCs, but they had scary roars. The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They made the Eiffel seem a trifle small. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They made the Eiffel seem a trifle small.
Today, paleontologists, they dig up dino bones. The fossils lie beneath the ground, they almost look like stones. Now try your best to say their names, the greatest of all shows.
Diplodocus,
Ankylosaurus.
Iguanodon,
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They make the Eiffel seem a trifle small. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They make the Eiffel, they make the Eiffel, they make the Eiffel seem a trifle small.
Hoping to find other bones just as big, Dr. Le Fossil organized a dig. The next day, in a light drizzle, with spade and shovel, pick and chisel, carrying cameras, charts, and signs, more paleontologists came in 2 straight lines.
Bonjour, messieurs paleontologists.
Bonjour. We have come to see if there are any more bones in back of your house, or anything else from prehistoric times.
prehistoric times.
Oh, long before people were around to start writing history.
How long ago was that?
Well, the stegosaurus lived 213 million years ago.
That is even older than Miss Clavel.
C'est vrai. Miss Clavel does not look a day over 212 million.
Dear.
There were really dinosaurs here in Paris?
There were dinosaurs all over the earth.
Just the way their relatives, the reptiles and birds, are now all over the earth.
But Paris was not Paris then.
And our garden was not our garden.
Mira, heavy machinery!
Bring the steam shovel in here, garçon!
My roses!
Oh, do not worry, mademoiselle. We just need to remove one little layer of dirt.
Oh! Oh dear!
Oops! Now, back it in here!
My radishes! Oh!
Je regrette, so sorry. The other way, boys!
Ay, ay, ay!
Oh! My pansies!
Oh dear, I too adore those pansies. But this is science.
Miss Clavel described the place to their head trustee, Lord Cuckooface. And he arrived with speed and grace.
May we have your permission, monsieur, to remove just one more teeny tiny little layer of dirt? It is for science.
For science? Anything for science.
But soon the dig got out of hand. It was not as Miss Clavel had planned. And while the diggers excavated, the little girls commiserated.
We want our house back!
Mes petites, do not be silly. We still have our house. Come, let us break our bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
Oh dear, after their grace was said, they found they had a lack of bread.
Huh?
Digging is hard work, little girls. The crew has worked up quite an appetite.
When they brushed their teeth that night, it seemed that something was not right.
Someone has been using my toothbrush to clean rocks.
Who would think a single bone could create such a construction zone? The yard was so dug up and muddy that it was difficult to study.
Alors, Nicole, how much is 3 plus...
3 plus is je ne sais pas. I do not know.
It was hard to keep on learning while the earth outside was turning. Surely this would fail to please the chairman of the school's trustees.
Lord Cuckoo Face, it is impossible to...
Silence, s'il vous plaît! It is impossible to... Je regrette, but we must suspend the dig for the time being.
Très bien. We will leave. There is nothing more to be found here anyway. May we have your permission to take the bone to the museum?
Must they take it, Lord Cuckoo Face?
I'm sorry, Miss Clavel. It is for science.
Je regrette, Genevieve. You must say adieu to your bone.
Now the girls were quite alone, without the diggers, without the bone.
Are you certain this house is on our garden tour?
Oui, oui.
Très intéressant. Very interesting.
These will make our garden look nice until the new flowers and vegetables grow.
Oh, Madeline, you are quite the gardener.
Then Madeline went down to retrieve their beloved Genevieve.
Genevieve! Come out, Genevieve! It says adieu. Bye-bye. Oh, no! Genevieve! Miss Clavel, Genevieve is gone. She has gone away. Look! Genevieve has left a trail. It goes through here.
They checked the Jardin Tuileries.
Oh!
They even asked a friendly flea. They stopped at an old dog cafe, but Genevieve wasn't there that day. Their very favorite super hound was truly nowhere to be found. But the next day on the avenue, Madeline found an important clue.
Regarde, Pepito, look! The guide to vacant lots. I bet Genevieve is nearby. Pepito, did you hear something? Genevieve? Oh, Genevieve, how we missed you. I know you also miss your bone. And I think I know where you can find it. Voila! The Museum of Natural History.
Genevieve was full of vim when she saw her favorite limb.
Mesdames et messieurs, I'm happy to introduce the paleontologist who found this important bone.
Then who arrived most suddenly? The honored mayor of Paris.
Bonjour, mes amis. This thigh bone is just what we needed. Our stegosaurus skeleton is now complete. And for this very important discovery, we have only to thank Genevieve. I am honored to present you with this Medal of Honor.
Now smile, Genevieve.
Back at the old house that now had more vines, there were no more yelps and there were no more whines. And for Miss Clavel, it was not too hard to give up a portion of the yard.
This will be your own private garden, Genevieve. Oui, Genevieve. You may do whatever you like.
Early morning brought the sound of scratching dirt upon the ground.
Look, Genevieve has found another bone.
It looked like the other, though smaller in size. Everyone thought it was surely a prize. Once again, the experts came to see a bone that would bring fame.
Alors, the results are in.
Is it a Triceratops? A pterodactyl? A Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Oh, wrong, mes enfants. It is a Mumusaurus.
A Moosaurus?
Mumusaurus, otherwise known as a cow. A very large cow, but a cow nonetheless.
That means Genevieve can keep her bone.
Genevieve was quite euphoric. Her new bone was not prehistoric.
Miss Clavel?
Oui?
The gardening committee is proud to present you with this special prize for originality in the Belle Paris Garden Tour.
Originality? Merci beaucoup.
Oui, it is not every day that you find such dear little potted plants in a city garden.
Not to mention such dear little hills.
Everyone left, and the girls broke their bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
And brushed their teeth and went to bed.
Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well.
Good night, dear Miss Clavel.
Genevieve slept with her newly found bone. Although just a rump, she could call it her own. She curled up with her treasure right there on the floor, far, far in time from the last dinosaur. And that's all there is. There isn't any more.
If you believe you must be big in order to be tough, then you should get to know me. I'll